If I had to say one word that would describe our coaching staff, our players, our fans, our community, our football team, it would be integrity, because I think that's what we all stand for. This program has been a work in progress for the last 11 seasons. We started off about as bad as you can be, got a little bit better, got competitive, and then we went through a period from about 2004 to about 2008 or 9 where we were winning 8 or 9 ball games every year. We were a good football team. We were not a great football team.
I know from coming in as a freshman, I mean, the year before that they won the region championship for the first time ever outright in Goose Creek history. And that kind of got the ripple effect going in the community. And our slogan the next year was Great to State, because there was only one more step to take. And in 2011, we were 14-1 and won the state championship. And then, of course, in 2012, we were 13-0. So really the last 5 or 6 years, the program has gone from being a good program to being certainly a great program and one of the elite programs in the state of South Carolina. There's so much pride in the community that no one has ever really seen before. It's like everyone was waiting on, something, special, something magical to happen, and that was us, man. Going into the 2012 season, there were a lot of question marks about this football team. We only had 7 starters returning, and we had lost some great players from the state championship team. So even though we had some outstanding individuals, there were a lot of guys that had not started before, that had to step up and play at a level much higher than they had ever played before, or even maybe they thought they could play. But this football team, from the opening game of the season to the very last game they played at a championship level. One of the most rewarding things for me is to come on the field Friday night prior to a ball game and see the home stands filled with people, Goose Creek people, people that live in this community, people that have gone to school at Goose Creek or have had children go to Goose Creek and have just wanted to have something that they could have pride in. And our football program over the last few years has given them that. The interesting thing about this team is that we added almost 2,000 seats to our home stands this year, and we still filled it up every game. And so, I think this team has, while they've played great on the field, what they have done for this community, bringing this community together, creating something that this community can really get behind and support and be proud of, is a legacy that they will have, as long as, as they're alive. I can't say enough to the people who supported us. I mean, and no matter how far we could go all the way up to Columbia, Rock Hill, they'd be there, all of them. Every single one of them would be there. No matter the drive, no matter the weather, it could be pouring down rain. They're gonna be up here sitting, cheering us on, yelling, screaming. And we don't show it a lot, and I don't think it gets told a lot. When we walk out of the locker room and we're looking up and it's, Bender's up there talking, going crazy, playing some crazy music, and everyone's jumping and yelling and screaming, and you got kids screaming, and you got all the kids wanting to high-five you as you come in down to the field for pregame warm-up. I mean, all that just leads to so many emotions that you're feeling. You're getting cold chills on you from seeing, packed house, standing room only. And for them to come to that and knowing that it's going to be standing room only, but still just to be there and show support, we can't say enough. These guys are the nicest young men that you could ever imagine. I sometimes I'm amazed myself. I tell my wife, I can't imagine what nice young men we have. They do the right things. They go to class. They make good grades. They're respectful of other people. And when they go on the football field, they're a championship football team. They play like champions, and they do it the right way. Our coaching staff on this team, and
I've talked to a lot of players from a lot of other schools and they don't have the respect or the relationship that the players have with their coaching staff. It's not the same. Here we have like an on the field, off the field relationship. You know, they demand so much from us and we give it to them. And off the field, they're just so thankful for that. But we've put a lot of trust into the coaching staff because we've seen that, you know, if you just do what they tell you to do, things great are going to happen. And I mean, we got, you know, Coach Riddy, who's to me the best head coach there is in high school football. Coach Leposki, he's one of the best receiving coaches I've ever seen or met. Coach Gabe, he's crazy, but he's the best offensive line coach I could ask for. Coach Kander, one of our defensive coordinators, he is crazy, but he is so funny and he gets the job done. But he's one of the guys that makes it fun to come to practice every day. Along with Coach Bowers, he's also crazy. I mean, our defensive line coach, he's a co-defense coordinator with Kander. He is crazy too. I love it, and it makes it fun to come to practice.
The way they came together, the love, the care, the concern that they had for each other, you know, is what I think separates a championship type football team from an ordinary football team. And this team had those ingredients. You know, they loved each other, they cared about each other, they sweat together, they bled together, and you know, they did everything that it takes to continue to build on the tradition that was left for them. They had some big shoes to fill. You know, they were replacing a state championship football team, and they did that in a way that left no doubt that they had done the job, and even more than that, they had set another standard that that no one before them had done, and that is to go through a season undefeated.
I didn't know it was going to be my last game. I thought for sure. I thought for sure we were going to play Northwestern the next week. I did. I thought, you know, hey, this is going to be a great senior year. You know, all the things that happened, you know, a day or two ago, those are gone. We're gonna go to Northwestern's going to come to us. We're going to kick the butt. We're going to win, but you know, we're going to have fun preparing for them. We're going to have fun the next week, and that's what I was looking forward to. There
had been so many emotions leading up to that game that you know, there was a lot of emotion after the game because of the fact that we were even allowed to play the game was an emotional thing. But you know, never in my wildest dreams did I think that would be the last game this football team would play.
The legacy that we want to leave to the community is that nothing's impossible. You know, when we got here, we were told that if you just work hard and keep doing what we ask you, things will pay off. That we'll get big wins, we'll win championships. And we've seen that firsthand, and the community has seen it firsthand that, hey, if you work hard and, you know, bust your butt, big things do happen and you do become successful.
The legacy that I would hope that we leave is that, you know, when we got here, there were three things that we wanted to do: build pride in our team, pride in our school, pride in our community. I think that over the course of the last 11 years, you know, there now is tremendous pride in our football team and in our program. There's a great deal of pride in our school, and certainly there's a great deal of pride in our community for what these young men have done, not just this season, but over the last 11 years that have built up to this season. And certainly this group has taken it to another level. We hope that we have given you a lot more than just coaching football. We hope that we have helped you be the best student that you can be, to prepare yourself to go to college or go into the workplace, whatever you decide to do. Hopefully we've taught you about character, about doing the right things, about being a good person, about being respectful of other people, about caring about other people, about loving other people. You know, what I say to the guys that are leaving, and I say it to them every year, you know, we thank you for what you've done to contribute to this program, because, you know, these seniors have set a bar that's very high. They've won 50 games over the last 4 years. The last 3 years, they were 40-2. They have a 26-game winning streak that they're leaving. And so, you know, they have set the bar high. They've set the standard high for the people and young men that will come after them. And so I thank them for what they've done for our program. You know, we can never thank them enough for what they've done and the effort and all of the things that they've put in to set a great example and to continue the tradition of excellence here in our football program.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Undefeated.